Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in for part 13 of the series on Buntage Pro. And so far I made a new map, which is a cave map. It's the second level of the game so far, and basically it's everything that I have shown you already how to do. So if you have any questions, please go back into past tutorials. I am going to do a walkthrough, show you what I did for some techniques on some of the things of the map before I test it out to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to open up the program. Now here's our first map, second map. Now we got this map. As you remember before, we made this guy where you can climb up the ladder, and you're gonna have to make a transfer event, and it's gonna be taking you to level 2 in Cavemap. And right here, this one is actually a health potion kind of area where you can get SP and things like that. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Let me go ahead and show you the new map. Alright, so as you saw, this map is pretty large. It's pretty huge in a lot of areas. Now as you saw, I did use the little zoom area up here where you can zoom in closer and farther out. Anyways, so as you see, I have the event where he can go back down, and when he goes back down, he will be right here facing right at me. And then basically over here, it's going to get a little bit more complicated because of this. Now this guy is a potion area, so when you click on it, change SP, entire party, plus 650, and the HP is the same, and you just got HP and SP restored, which I just did a basic, like you just got HP and SP, which I'm just showing you how you can do things. So I'm not going to go too highly advanced on wording. So anyways, show animation, I clicked on the player, HP recovery 2, and you can find this stuff right over here. Show animation, and make sure it's selected for the player, and you just slide down and you should see HP recovery 2, and that will be this special effect that we have selected. And actually also just show you if you're having a hard time finding the HP stuff and SP, it's right here. Just click it, and you can click entire party or just one member of the party, and you can decrease, increase, and this is the amount of HP he gets or gets taken away. Now anyways, I want to go ahead and show you set move route. This event, wait 50 frames. So if I go ahead and show you what that looks like, it's not going to repeat this action, it's just going to play through once. And here's the wait right here. So anyways, so it's just the action button, very simple. So when the player like do clicks on it, and he gets full health and everything. And then right here, we got a switch. Now there was a cool trick to this switch. I thought I'll go a little bit advanced into the switch process basically. So right here, this guy, this event is controlling him, and it's controlling this one. So a way of speaking, it's controlling two guys, and what's happening is basically text, you just open a door, play SC 039 switch 08, which you can find play SE right here, and you can find all the stuff that you want, which you can go through here and change the pitch, so you can make the pitch higher or low. So you can really make some crazy effects out of that. And this guy right here, if I show you, that's what I did. I raised it a little bit, so now it sounds like that. And to play me, that's the item 02, which you should know how to do that from the past tutorial on how to open a door and make things go with switches. And control switch, self switch A is on, and what that is going to do, it's going to switch it to this guy, self switch A, And now, as you see, there was no graphic in this, but now there is. Now, as you can see right here, this guy is a different color, and you just click a tile set, and you just click the bottom portion of the switch, and you just change the color from right here. So you can see how I can easily go ahead and do that. But anyways, so now, since we got parallel process on, and we can basically say, right when it hits this guy right here on the second page, it's going to activate control switches 009 door 2, and basically if I go ahead and show you, it's this guy, and he is set up right here, and well, door 2 is right here, but alright, anyways, so it is on. So right when I click the switch, it goes to this guy, and whoops, sorry about that, and this guy is parallel process, and you see it's the other portion of this bottom base basically. So in a way, if I actually grab this guy, you can see it's not actually connected with the main base of the tile set. So if I show you, you can just click that layer 3 and you just pop it in like that. But what the first event is doing, it's just changing the color of the base. And I just made the whole tile set for this event change the color and keep the top portion too. So like it's like an on and off switch. It's completely separated from the whole map itself. But anyways, parallel process, control self switch A is on, and it just activates this guy right here. Now as you can see, this is door 2. So on the second event page on the first space, it activates this guy right here, and you can see I do have it selected right here. So now it has a little command signal going through it, and self switch A is on. Action button, I just left that like that, which you can easily go parallel process if you really want to. I just kept it like that because there's really no point. But anyway, so as this one turns on, it activates door 2 on the control switches. It's going to go to this guy. Now you're going to run into a few problems with this door itself. I notice how the main center area is actually completely solid, and it's even solid when it's open. And then the second problem was when you go on the side of these bars, basically you can walk right through them, and it was pretty crazy because that wouldn't be normal basically. So I did a little trick to do an illusion effect to it, and just like the door in the first tutorial, well, not in the first one, but the tutorials down the road that you saw before this one, you got wait 1 frame, control self switch B is on, and this is where door 2 connects up with the bottom base. So it does an opening effect right when he opens, like clicks the event process, so it'll continue to open. Now wait 1 frame, and C is on, and self switch B right there. Self switch C. This one has none, and now you can see it has through on this last one, so you can walk right through the centerpiece. And I decided that like it really bites when you're trying to do stuff, and the 2 sides of it was pretty messed up. So what I did was I made 2 new events on the sides of it, and this little gate is a 3-lane event piece. So I thought about the 2 events on the sides, and this is what I did. I basically found a tile set, just kind of blends in with the ground, but it has a little portion of the cliff that will be making the player where he has to stop. He can't go further if he touches that. Just action button, really nothing to this event, it's just graphic being set correctly. It's on this side too, so when the player does go up, he can go up to the bars, but he can't go through them, and he can't go through the centerpiece until it has it open like this. You can see through is set, but this one is solid. It it has no through going. But if I keep on going, you see another one of this. Now, as you can see, for the health portion area, like potion, I have a little bit of areas missing of the events. The reason for that is because when the player runs along, and he goes right here, when he goes up to the graphic for this little tub. So you see this right here? The player basically goes right where my little mouse cursor is, and he's right beneath it. And what will happen is, if I had an event right here on the other side, or activate both the events at the same time, and that will cause major problems, and you don't want that happening. So I just did this right here to make it where it doesn't glitch, doesn't have problems. And you can see I have a chest, it's a sideways chest, and I just put change weapons to iron stuff, and just to show you can easily change the weapons, change items, change gold, change weapons right here. And this is like where you can take away the weapon from the player, or things like that. So like with The Legend of Zelda, as you know, like there was this, if you play the game, there's like a worm that comes out of nowhere when you go buy a box or something like that, and it springs out. And if you get eaten by this worm, it kind of takes away your shield basically, and it spits you right back out, and you have no shield. That's how you kind of get ideas for those kind of events. Like, you can take away things, you can give things to the player. Depends what kind of stuff you're doing. Right here is just a basic little battle. It has 2 texts here, which I just did something to show you can talk, and a little circle, basically, a little spell stuff for the graphics, so the player will be forced to walk into it. There's a move route to it, and it's just moving up and down, and it's repeating that action. Event touch, so when the player is running up to it and he touches it, he's going to be like, oh snap, I just got stuck into it. So there's that. He's going to be fighting a creature in here, just show right here, battle processing, you should know how to do that. Now you got the change screen color tone. I upgraded it to more higher, so this map is more spooky of a feeling into the map. And the earthquake is the same, and just same kind of thing. You should know how to do this from the past tutorial. You see the same kind of water effect right here for that event. But you can probably move it back like that and it'll probably activate. I'm not too sure. Didn't really went into depth into this really. Now right here you can see it's the same kind of copy from the first gate, but here's the thing. This one has no added on event pages. It's just one page, and it's solid. And it's just a shut gate where the player can't even walk through it at all. And you can see I put the little blocks right here because, as I told you before, these little sides can be walkthroughable, and I didn't want the player to be available to do that, so I made this guy facing upward, so when the player does come up, it'll look like the fence and everything will be blocking the player himself when he tries to come up. Anyways, you can see I have a demi-boss right here, which is like a small little boss that follows the master. You can see it says a few little text off, and then it has a battle processing. When you beat him, it says no, the win hole is open, erase event, and it's event touch too. You can see right here the win hole is being blocked, and you know all of these, you should know how to set that up. It's very simple, very easy. You should know that from the past tutorial. Basically from right there, he teleports you from right there, so you kind of go back and forth, and this is how you get into this little room. You got a little health port. HP stuff, sorry about that. I can't even speak, I just got back from a long trip. And then afterwards, we're going to make the top rooms together. They're going to be very easy, and we're going to basically lead it up to a tower on top of the mountain, and we're going to be making a big battle, kind of cool effects and things like that up there. we're going to be doing a lot of cool things when it goes up to the upper levels. So believe me, you're going to enjoy it. And right here is just the basic map. As you see, some of the rocks here, I put the top pieces up, so it looks like the little bit of rocks coming out of the water, a little bit of the things in the map. And you see I did a little bit of the ground here, like going back and forth with these guys, just setting up a little bit of a cool cave effect of a ground, which I don't know if it really blends in. I'm just showing you can really do anything you want. You see it's just really huge of a map, and you can see all the things I've done. You see some of the pieces right here. Layer 2. It's mainly all of these guys. Don't forget about the little side pieces right here. You want to take care of everything and make sure everything's set up and ready to go. You can see one of the pieces of the rocks is covered up, and on layer 3 you can see it's going to be right above the wall itself, so it looks really nice and good. The siding right here is smaller than in this room, which I am actually going to be doing a little walk down effect right there, which I did actually forget to do. I'm actually probably going to do that right now. It's like, geez, I should have got that done. Whoops. Alright, well, I don't know if that would look really good, but whatever. I don't really mind about it. I just want to show it kind of goes down a little bit more because there's a little bit of thing. If you just forgot about this little stuff, when you check out your map, you kind of see your mistakes. And that's a good thing. You always want to look through your stuff. So now I'm going to go ahead and play test it from all the way out here and show you what everything has been done. By the way, I did do one extra, well, two things actually. Right here, you can see I have a little HP, little health potion thing over there, and I got another switch. This switch is just to inform you that these switches can unlock doors and other things, so the player can understand that. And I showed you about all this, so you don't have to look through that. I'm going to go ahead and play test it. Alright, so anyways, we got all this stuff going on. Storm effects. Rain. Anyways, so obviously we came a very, very long way through all this. And you already know all that, so I'm skipping through most of the stuff. These switches can unlock doors and other things. You see the sound, and it switches to a different color, so it shows it's been activated. So anyways, as you see, the little tile set and things going on in here, very, very cool looking. And if I click this, you just got HP and SP. You see it does a little effect. And which before I hit the door, I just want to go ahead and show you the door itself. See, I can't go through it. The sides are good. Which you see, it kind of cuts it close, but it's alright. A lot of players notice it. It's just a simple little quick fix. Anyways, you just open the door. The earthquake sounds really nice. But you got to keep in mind, we're gonna have battles in these rooms. If you sort of saw how to do battle systems and everything before, how to You're like when you walk 30 steps, you enter a battle. Right here. Sadly, I gotta take on this guy. I don't want to fight him, but I have to. No choice in the matter. You got to keep in mind the player will be doing some challenges and stuff like that in fields and different things before he actually gets to this dungeon, so he will have more health and more abilities to take on these creatures, so don't be worrying about that. We're just game testing it right now, just starting off making our dungeon, and we'll go into deeper stuff. Try not to get my butt kicked this character. So after that, we go down, get our health from right here. Alright, so now you can see the rooms itself and everything. It looks really nice, very spooky and gloomy, and like even this one over here. You see the rocks coming out of the ground, of the water. Looks more in depth. It's not the same old photos anymore. Now, I was thinking about like when you battle this creature, you kind of get a chest or something like that, like a master key, which we will probably go ahead and do pretty soon here sometime. You can see now right here the tile set actually works better, and it's putting you on the other side of the bars, and everything's solid. So now we gotta go and fight the main boss. You will die here where you stand. My master is close, and I can't let him down. Alright, well, we got a whole snake lady to fight and kick her Chishi away. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Now, the snake lady's health is actually really higher than normal, basically, so it kind of gives more of a challenge as you fight her. Well, anyways, here we go. She is dead. No, the wind hole is open, which is really stupid of me saying, but alright. Go ahead and click it. Would you like the wind sweep you away? Yes. And it swept me away right here, so now I can get my help. And you're going to be able to climb up, and you're going to be transferring the map to a different setup. The next set of a map after this right here, when you go up here, it's gonna be a smaller size map where a door would be right here, and either sides there'll be different kind of things going on, and when you open the door, it's gonna take you outside on the edge of the mountain, and it's gonna get rainier and more stormy like and more gloomy, more scary, and as you climb up the mountain more. But anyways, I'm Bunnage Pro, and thank you for watching.